Hello there, my name is Martin Henley. This is the Effective Marketing Content Extravaganza. And if you're new here, you won't yet know that I'm on a mission to give you everything you need to be successful in your business, providing, of course, what you need to be successful in your business is to know more about and to be implementing much more effectively and enthusiastically your sales and marketing. Because if you're in business, you are in the business of having customers profitably, and sales and marketing is how you get to have customers profitably. So I'm here giving you everything I know about sales and marketing as part of the What the series. I'm pulling in anyone I can find with experience to share with you so that you can be more successful in your business as part of the Talk Marketing series. We bring in Melanie Farmer every other week and we look at the marketing news and speculate wildly about what that might mean for you in your life. And we look at the very best and the very worst of marketing content on the internet, which is what today is about. So if that sounds like it might be interesting or useful, I really hope it is, because that's the idea, then you should take a second to like, share, subscribe, comment, get involved, because that's the kind of motivation we need to keep on this epic journey. But like I say, today is reaction time. We look at the very best and the very worst of marketing content on the internet, and there is a little bit of jeopardy to this. I've got absolutely no idea what I'm going to be reacting to, so this is a proper reaction. What has happened is Clay has put together the Claylist. There are 6 videos, one of which we'll be watching today. What we do is we go to random.org and we roll the dice, and that will give us a number. Did that give us a number? There we go. It's given us a number. Finally given us a number. So the number is number 5. So we should check out video number 5, which is here. Video number 5. Bear with me while I get this sorted. Video number 5 is this one. So I am going to... What am I going to do? I am going to copy video number 5. And I am going to put that into the World Wide Web. And we are going to see what comes up and return. And this is going to play immediately. This video is sponsored by pause that. Okay, so the video is... Ooh, this is interesting. So the video is The Grand Theory of Amazon. Wow. Okay, so the grand theory of Amazon, does that come to me? No, it doesn't. Okay, so let's do it like that. So it does come to me. Camera, Blackmagic design. This should be camera. I don't know anything about Amazon, I'll be very honest with you. So I didn't know there was a grand theory of Amazon. I think if there is a grand theory of Amazon, I think it's customer centricity. I think Jeff Bezos is supposed to be... really interested. I wanted to say maniacally interested in making sure that it's customers who get the very best deal in his business. So obviously I'm an Amazon customer. Obviously I have a view on Jeff Bezos. I think, it's really hard to be in that position and keep in touch with reality. So when he was thanking Amazon customers and Amazon staff for sending him into space, I thought that was really, really, really poorly judged. Because I don't think anyone who's bought from Amazon or anyone who works for Amazon has any interest in Jeff Bezos going into space. So, interesting times, 2022. I think we're thinking quite differently about these billionaires now. Amazon obviously is a phenomenal company. Am I qualified? I'm qualified. I'm here. I'll judge if I want to judge. So let's go back. Let's just see what the grand theory of Amazon is. How long is this video? This video is 10 minutes and 30 seconds long. It has 2.4 million views. The channel is called PolyMatter, and they've had 192 million views and have 1.78 million subscribers. So this is interesting. We'll look at the comments afterwards, and we'll see what's going on with the grand theory of Amazon.
Dollar Shave Club. Use the link in the description for a special $5 starter set. On February 28th, 2017, you might have thought the internet was down. 4 hours without Netflix, Spotify, BuzzFeed, Reddit, Dropbox, Pinterest, Imager, League, Tinder, and thousands of others. Even the site that reports outages. That's embarrassing. If the world was more productive that day, now we know why. R/outside became just, outside. A shark hadn't bitten an underwater cable, nor was it 5'9", just an Amazon engineer's typo. Probably a stressful afternoon in Seattle, but also an impressive demonstration of the company's size and power. Amazon Web Services hosts so much of the internet that, for many people, myself included, it basically is the internet. We know Amazon as an online store. Companies store their
Okay, good. So I wasn't thinking about this right at all, was I? This is the secret, not the secret Amazon, but the invisible Amazon that actually runs the internet. Good. I know about the shark story. I spent a little bit of time in Vietnam, and the shark story in Vietnam comes from the beginning of the internet, where the internet went down for the entire country, and some government official said there was a shark that bit the cable. And it's famous now. So now whenever the internet's down, I'll say, has the shark been busy biting cables again? So I know about that. Okay, good. So we're talking about that Amazon that is the monster behind the internet. Good. Let's see how this goes.
Their products in its warehouses, which handle the marketing and shipping and returns. For us, this means total convenience. One click away from $125 27-pound gummy bear pythons, or 5 crisp $2 bills for $20. Wait, that's not how money works. 100,000 companies make over $100,000 a year this way. But for Amazon, it's only a fraction of their business. There's also Twitch, Whole Foods.
Whoa. There's 100,000 businesses making more than $100,000 through Amazon, selling on Amazon. What are they called? I know what they're called. It's not coming to me. 100,000 companies make at least $100,000. How much money is that? Sorry, I'm going to do the sum because 100,000 companies make $100,000. So 100, 1, 2, 3, times 100, 1, 2, 3, equals, I don't even know what that is. What's 1.E10? Is that $1 billion? 10 billion. It's a lot of money. Okay. That was embarrassing. That didn't work.
$100,000 a year this way. But for Amazon, it's only a fraction of their business. There's also Twitch, Whole Foods, Kindle, Alexa, sensibly named Echo, Echo Plus, Echo Dot, Echo Dot Kids, Amazon Tap, Echo Connect, Echo Spot, Echo Show, and Echo Look. Also a completely different Alexa, Fire tablets and TV, Prime Music, Video Pantry, Ring Doorbell, Zappos, IMDb, Fresh, Goodreads, and over 70 consumer brands you'd never even know they owned. Whew. Hardly a month goes.
That's a lesson in diversification, isn't it? That really is a lesson in diversification. This is what I say. If you have brand, you can sell absolutely anything. And Amazon are a huge brand now. I'd be interested to know what those 70, maybe we'll Google it afterwards, what those 70 brands are that we would never know were owned by Amazon. We'll look at that after.
By where they don't enter and dominate a new industry. Just trademarking the slogan, "We do the prep, you be the chef," was enough to drop Blue Apron stock 12%. They're even investigating pharmaceuticals, education, and finance. Amazon defines its competitors as publishers, producers, and distributors of physical, digital, and interactive media of all types and all distribution channels, among others.
So that everyone in the world, everyone in the world is a competitor for Amazon. Publishers, producers, and distributors of physical, digital, and interactive media of all types and all distribution channels. Web search engines.
Everyone. Which raises the question, is Amazon scatterbrained? Many of these products have nothing in common. Yes.
This video is beautiful, by the way. This is inspiring.
Yesterday they wanted to conquer streaming video. Today, sell organic grapes in grocery stores. Tomorrow, who knows? And their ideas, increasingly, let's say, creative. 2-day delivery, how about 2-hour delivery? A 3D smartphone. A grocery store without employees. A front door that unlocks for delivery drivers. A flying warehouse complete with detachable drones. For all its success as an online store, more and more, it also seems distracted. At least, that's how it looks. The only way to make sense of their actions and mistakes and anticipate their future is to see the world as they do. And there are 3 pillars to Amazon's plan for world domination. To really understand Amazon, you have to understand Jeff Bezos. Like Steve Jobs or Elon Musk, the philosophy of the man is that of the company. Apple was founded by people in love with technology and its design. No matter how big the company gets, this will always be reflected in its decisions, priorities, even mistakes. Amazon began as a bookstore, but that was never its heart and soul, or spine. Bezos chose books because no one bookstore could hold all of them. Warehouses visited on the internet could. But make no mistake, they aren't a book company, a website, a delivery network, or even a retailer. Amazon is a scale company. Bezos understood that when you take something and multiply it 100,000 million times, you can do things all the small businesses in the world never could. A tree is a tree, but put 400 billion together and you have the Amazon rainforest, a force so powerful it controls the world's climate. From any other company, this sounds like generic business speak, but Amazon really means it. We say a company is focused if it specializes in beverages or cars or bad website design and puts all its XP into that ability. Amazon is rare in that its specialty isn't the product itself, but its scale. That's the focus. When considering a new product, the flowchart is pretty simple. Would this benefit from being 1,000 times quicker, bigger, easier? If so, you can bet Amazon either sells it or soon will. It's easy to stop there, sit back and enjoy the profit. But Amazon asks, okay, now what can we do? And this is why it's unstoppable, the snowball effect. First, get as many users as possible. Give out $50 tablets, free shipping, license Echo to every company willing. More users bring more data, which helps improve the product. And the better product attracts even more users. They aren't just making it easy to live off Amazon, they're making it hard not to. That's the power of data in the hands of someone operating at this scale. It's why there's now a movement to limit this. Why companies like DigiMe, who I've previously mistaken for a data collection company, actually let users manage and safeguard their information. And the results are things like Prime. It may lose money on the heaviest shoppers, but with 100 million of them, they're winning a lot more than they're losing. So why purchase competitors like Whole Foods? Exactly because it's not what they're good at. Books never expire. Well, some do, but groceries, not so much. You have to go back repeatedly, putting Amazon in your routine. And with so much shipping, spending $11 billion fulfilling 300 million packages in 2015, they can do something almost no one else can.
I'm aware that I'm not doing much reacting. I think I feel a little bit like a rabbit caught in the headlights because we all kind of know this, but we don't actually know the numbers. The numbers are insane. And we all have a view on Amazon, and I think some not particularly cool things go on at Amazon. And that's something to consider as well. But I bet I don't know anyone. I bet my dad isn't really on the internet. He's probably not an Amazon customer, but 100% they have Amazon packages delivered to the house. I wonder if I know anyone who isn't actually an Amazon customer, doesn't actually benefit from Amazon products. Because, yeah. I mean, in terms of scaling a business, in terms of leveraging a brand, in terms of having customers profitably, Amazon does it. Amazon has done it to the millionth degree, the billionth, trillionth degree. They've just done it. They've just, like, everything I talk about all the time, business is about having customers, leverage your brand, all of these things. Amazon just does it. And then, exactly like they're saying in this video, they can then, like, if they can do something 1,000 times quicker. The issue is, this is the real issue for me, is I am anti-corporation. I really do think it's us, small businesses, versus these corporations. And so Amazon is the worst offender in terms of putting small businesses out of business. Particularly retailers, but who knows what these other 70 brands are. So that's my big issue with it. But in terms of achievement, in terms of actually taking what I tell people to do all the time, which is, develop a brand, build a customer base, leverage the customer base, Amazon have just done that. This is nothing like what I expected. And I'm not reacting much because I'm just like aghast. These figures are insane.
Compete with UPS and FedEx. They already lease 32 Boeing 767 cargo jets and plan a massive cargo hub in Kentucky. But that's just the beginning. After announcing a new $79 Kindle,
So this is what I was thinking this was going to be about, was this customer centricity thing.
Bezos wrote, "There are two types of companies, those that work hard to charge customers more and those that work hard to charge customers less. Both approaches can work. We are firmly in the second camp." And he's really not kidding. The parts alone cost $78.59, plus $5.66 for assembly. That's a loss of $5.25 for every Kindle sold, not including things like marketing, licensing, and support. And sure, there are ads, but only as an option. Companies like Facebook and YouTube are fundamentally advertising companies. No matter how well-intentioned YouTube employees are, unless something drastic changes, the company will always prioritize advertisers over creators. That's the business model. And then there are customer companies, where you and I decide what gets demonetized. Apple is comfortable charging more for the very best experience. And for Amazon, helping the customer means making us pay as little as possible. Both are loved in a way that's impossible for an advertising company. You might say they only care about the customer to make more money. And maybe you're right, there's no way to know, but the effects are the same. When Apple refused to unlock the San Bernardino iPhone, when Amazon takes a loss for the sake of our wallets and offers some of the best customer support I've ever had, it may only be a calculated business decision, but it's great for us. Of course, when the customer...
Yeah, don't look after your customers to be nice, just look after your customers, because if you're in business, you're in the business of having customers, you know. So this goes to everything that I talk about all the time. You know, have customers, have a brand, leverage the brand, but don't be nice to your customers because you're a nice person. Like, do it out of complete self-interest. Like, if you do a better job for your customers, they'll be with you longer, they'll spend more money. So for me, there isn't even a dichotomy here. There isn't even an issue here. Just don't because you're nice. Like, just be in business. Being in business is about having customers profitably. And if, as is reported, as is probably true, the top 500 corporations in the world are spending in excess of 30% of their turnover in acquiring customers. So retaining those customers for as long as possible, selling those customers different things, driving up your customer value is how you stay in business. So there are issues with Amazon. Like, I don't think they're particularly good to their staff. I don't think they're particularly good to the environment. Like, whenever I've received a Amazon package, it's been in a box which is 10 times bigger than it needs to be. For example, that's taking up room on the, like, apart from the materials in the box, it's taking up room in the truck, it's taking up room in the plane, in the whatever. You know, shipping all of these goods all of the time can't be good for the environment. It can't be good for the environment. But Amazon is how you do business. Like, if you take anything from this, like, just understand that if you're in business, you're in the business of having customers profitably. And if there is one company in the world that does that better than any other, I think better than Apple, because I've experienced Apple's customer service recently and it's awful. Better than any company in the world, better than the social medias, better than the Twitters, better than the whatever. The one business that really does business properly, i.e. having customers profitably, is Amazon. And if it's a loss leader, like selling people a device that they can now read their books on, then that's also business. Do you know what I mean? If you're losing $3 and $6 to ship it and whatever, but you are associating yourself, you are implanting yourself in your customer's life by giving them the device that they read on so that they will continuously come back and buy from you, then that's also good business. This is a great video, Clay. You have outdone yourself here. This is perfect. That's the wrong way. Is that the right way? That's the right way.
Comes first, everyone else comes second. Employees can easily be forgotten in this never-ending quest to satisfy us. Here's how Bezos describes it. "One thing I love about customers is that they're divinely discontent. Their expectations are never static. It's human nature. We didn't ascend from our hunter-gatherer days by being satisfied. This is the hedonic treadmill. No matter how much our lives improve, our expectations simply adjust. Almost any other company would resent this, constantly having to improve their products. Even the rate at..."
Genius. Absolute genius. This is true. You do resent this. Customers are never grateful. Customers are never satisfied. So, yeah, of course, this is like, you can never be good enough. Employees peeing in bottles. Like, who was it? Somebody said that customers were... staff are more important than customers because it's the staff who deal with them. I believe in that, but 100% customers. It's about having customers.
Which they improve. But Amazon embraces it. They're just as discontent as we are. Except, if there are billions to be made by concentrating on scale and customers, why can't anybody else do the same? How can a tiny online bookstore do something exponentially better than Walmart, the world's largest company by revenue? It's easy to think of a CEO as the supreme leader of a company, but even Bono has a boss, in this case, shareholders. The longer a company loses money, the greater its risk, and the more anxious get investors. But for Amazon, lack of profit isn't just tolerated, it's celebrated. They could stop and make $1. They'd rather wait and make $5, using profit from things like AWS to fund projects like Kindle and Echo. Because Bezos is so open about this, shareholders sign off, and they can think far into the future. Those cargo planes, not so cheap, but that doesn't stop Amazon. Supermarkets operate at a 1% profit margin, but Amazon can buy Whole Foods and actually lower prices. It also gives them freedom to experiment. The Fire Phone was never ready for prime time, but that's a small price to pay for this strategy. MoviePass, Snapchat, Uber, Spotify, Blue Apron, all starving companies following in Amazon's footsteps, crossing their fingers money will come later. Ex-Google CEO Eric Schmidt says Amazon is already Google's biggest competitor. AWS competes with Google Cloud, Echo with Google Home, Prime and Express, YouTube and Twitch, even Search. A company this diversified will face plenty of challenges. A lot will change in 10 years, but we'll always want low prices, fast delivery, and easy shopping. As Amazon conquers one industry after another, they may only have one real competitor, the government, who may say, do not pass go, and do not collect $200. Profits may be shaved, but you and I will always be able to shave in comfort with Dollar Shave Club. They're more than just razors, toothpaste, body wash, wipes, hairstyling, and more. Everything you need to look and feel.
Well, that was slick. Into the ad. They didn't even warn us they were going into the ad. Where does the ad end? Because they're not paying me. All right, so that's shaving.
Members can sign up for just $5. You get a at this kind of price, nearly cartridges are sent to me. You can pay for what you need with the link in the description, dollarshaveclub.com/polymatter. Thanks to Dollar Shave Club and to you for trying it out.
Good, we got to the end. I am properly torn. I don't like corporations. I prefer businesses that take much better care of their staff. I prefer businesses who are much more concerned about what goes on in the environment. But you have to accept, let me know if I'm wrong, you have to accept that Amazon have just done business better than any business on the planet. Like they really have. Yeah, they really have. So, what are we saying? What are we seeing in the comments? Okay, so what we're seeing, come chat. That sponsor transition was so smooth. It really was so smooth. Can we make this bigger? So smooth. Just like my face after using the Dollar Shave. Reddit's Michael J. Value Investing. Reddit's redesigners seem to have put nearly 0 XP. I've never seen such a drastic improvement in contact from your first video and now. Nice job, PolyMatter. It was a beautiful video. Love how he literally talks about the employees for 1 second and the competitors for 2. We may never know why Amazon makes things so cheap. Yeah, we do. It's to raise prices later, like they do on every single product after they've ran out of competitors. I think that's true. That's capitalism, though. That is capitalism. I don't know what's going on here, but every video you post makes me happy. Saying that those are perfect might be a little too much, but hey, they are. Keep up your awesome work. Amazon, hey, let's buy YouTube. Google, no. Amazon, okay, let's buy YouTubers. Excellent analysis as always. This channel always delivers. I'm going to subscribe today. I was just talking to my friend who's a bike courier in Seattle. He just found out their app was owned by Amazon. He started asking around and realized that 7 out of 8 of his roommates were also employed by companies that were owned by Amazon. Okay, good. So this is what I'm interested to know. So which brands are owned by Amazon? Okay. There's loads. Okay, Wikipedia's reliable. Pins on Amazon Basic, Amazon Wag, Mama Bear, Presto, Wickedly Prime, Apparel. That's not 70 brands, is it? But look, there are many, many more. Which companies are owned by Amazon? Audible, Amazon Web Services, Diapers.com, Goodreads, IMDb, now Shopbop, Teach Street, Twitch, Zappos. Yeah, how many brands does Amazon have? Over 400 private brands, offering 243,000 products in almost every category, from food and clothing to technical gadgets. Okay, good. Enough. The reason I do this is because I should be consuming more actual, interesting, useful content, and then sharing it on the site is what I should be doing. If you are in business, there is a lot that you can learn from Amazon. Clearly, there's a lot you can learn from Amazon. There's a lot you can learn from other businesses. If you are able, in some way, shape, or form, to build yourself a brand, to have lots of customers, and to find new ways of delivering value for those customers, and exchanging that for value for your brand. That's how you run a business. Like, and if you can do that whilst you're taking care of the environment and taking care of your staff and doing all of those things, then that 100% is how you do a business. This has been really interesting and useful. I hope you found it really interesting and useful. If you have, you should take a second to like, share, subscribe, and comment. Get involved, because we need a little bit of a help to be motivated to be producing these videos for you. So next along will be Tuesday. There'll be a talk marketing for you. I'm sure that will be interesting. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and we will look forward to having you here again very soon. Thank you very much.